Greetings, greetings, greetings. Love and light, health and wholeness, stillness and abundance. Love and light, health and wholeness, stillness and abundance. Love and light, health and abundance, stillness and wholeness. Cosmic consciousness, soul control team, family, and soul tribe. Hope everybody feeling good for no reason at all in the highest frequency of your authentic self. Stillness and abundance, family. Love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. And once again, stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. I'm feeling good for no reason at all. I'm operating in the highest version of my authentic self. I'm in ultraviolet magnetic frequency of love and light. It feels good to be of service today. I hope everybody feeling good for no reason at all. You never meet no one but yourself. I spoke on that the other day. You never meet anyone but yourself, no matter who you meet, no matter who you're interacting with, no matter who's in your family. These are all extensions of ourselves. The reason I reiterate that is because the only person that you have to convince is yourself. In order for justice to be served, and justice is self-justice, is the karma that returns upon us according to our interactions in the universe, in the world, in our community, amongst one another. So justice is being served, and however way justice got to be served for you to wake up. The same way justice had to be served for me to wake up by my thoughts, intentions, motivations, words, and actions upon myself and others. Justice is being served upon ourselves, so all of us can wake up. The only person you have to convince is yourself. And the reason that I reiterate that is there's no greater realization than realizing most wounds that we endure are the wounds that we cause ourselves. An even greater realization to that is after we realize that we are the cause of the wounds, most of them, we also are the cause of it being reopened and scabbed back up, reopened and scabbed back up, reopened and scabbed back up. If my words are painting a visual, you can see the hamster wheel. If the hamster ever get out, when he does get out, the hamster has to do something different. Otherwise, he's going to attract the things that's going to get him right back in the hamster wheel. We've been so damaged in layers over different experiences throughout life, different experiences in time, different experiences of maturity, growth, and development, that many of us don't know how to get out of that place. And the reason that I point that out is because you don't have to stay that way. any way that is unpleasant, anything that is uncomfortable, anything that doesn't make you feel good for no reason at all, you don't have to stay in that place. You don't have to stay in that mind. You don't have to stay in that frequency. The reason that this is important because in trying to become more positive people, I still find that we're being caught in negative situations instead of the things that we are finding ourselves in to becoming portals of increased happiness or increased ways to feel good. We're becoming more resentful. In consequence to the resentfulness, I'm noticing an era of cockiness that has no foundation. In result of the cockiness, I see an aggressiveness in interacting with people, aggressiveness in communication, and over-opinionatedness. The reason that I touched on those 4 elements is because on the other side of those, or 4 characteristics, on the other side of those 4 characteristics are 4 more characteristics that are more assets: peace, love, joy, and gratitude. If you're moving in peace, it's because you heighten your frequency of love. If you heighten your frequency of love, people seeing the joy in you that probably they never seen before. And if you're moving in a frequency of joy based on the love and peace that you have become, then you're able to express gratitude concerning everything. I am the presence of all there is, and you can be in gratitude from that. Growth, expansion, and vision are 3 things that's seeded from peace, love, joy, and gratitude. Growth, expansion, and vision are seeded from peace, love, joy, and gratitude. If you don't got nothing to be appreciative for or grateful in your life, everybody that know you know that about you. I'm gonna say it again, because we really be thinking that nobody don't see us. But if you ain't able to express gratefulness and appreciativeness in your life, then everybody that know you know that, and they also know that you hiding behind something. Because we all the same, no matter how different we acted out on this field. We all the same. We all go through the same shit. we all go through the same thoughts in our own way. And this is what makes it so easy to peek behind the veil, when you exercise spirituality for all it's worth. You can peek behind the veil, and the things that you see in yourself, you begin to see in everybody. Nobody can hide. But I wanted to speak to those negative, resentful, cocky, and aggressively over-opinionated, because those are four clear-cut signs that can be witnessed in a damaged person. How do I know? Because I've been a damaged person before. The difference is I did the work and continue to do the work to heal the damages that was caused from the wounds. And today I prevent them from scabbing up again, because I prevent the wounds from being reopened. So therefore, I'm direct. I'm affirmative. I can sometimes be very stern, but most of all, I'm open-hearted and open-minded, and being able to express myself from that place. And if you know somebody, any of us who know people that operate from that space, then you have met your blessing. And the reason that I say you have met your blessing, because miracles happen every day. The thing is, most of us just don't see it. How you feel determine how you respond. How you feel determine how you respond. Your responsibility. You're responsible for your responsibility, but your responsibility reveals your emotional ability. I'm going to say it again. Your responsibility reveals your emotional ability. So how we respond to situations, circumstances, and things is also revealing something else about us. That's something else that most of us don't realize. You know, so if you're just quick to respond to what's occurring, man, it sometimes reveals some ugly traits about us. You're responsible for how you feel. Regardless of what happened, you are responsible for how you feel. The worst thing we could do, and what we need to stop doing, is leaving that up to someone else. Leaving that up to somebody else's actions. Leaving that up to what somebody else say. Leaving that up to how other people think. You're responsible for how you feel. And if you tell yourself that enough, then you can vibrationally and energetically start changing the situations that's unwanted. We behave based off things we believe. We behave based off things we believe. We behave based off things we've been taught. We behave based off concepts and ideas that we have accepted. Have anybody noticed that besides me? I spoke on this a few days ago for those who really rock with me. And if you really rock with me, man, y'all start pressing the like button, man. You know, I don't ask for nothing, but I will ask for, just press the like button, man. Help it rotate. We behave based off things we believe. Why is this important? Because everything that we was taught was not right. Men not emotional and gotta go through extreme heart chakra opening right now in this time of Ascension, because as young children or as young boys, prior to becoming men, we was taught that men don't cry. So in other words, what we was being taught, that men don't feel. And today, men don't know how to feel. Men don't know how to love. Men don't really know how to interact unless they interact in animalistic ways. Most men only know how to be brute in their interaction with others, especially when things don't go our way. We're going to talk a little bit today, man. But we behave based off things we believe. We behave based off how we think, what we've been taught, and more so, how we've been treated. Now, a lot of ways in how we've been treated, we can't go back in time and undo whatever occurred. But what we can do is our attachment to the memories of uncomfortable events in our life. That's what we can do. I have observed that we all have our own way of wanting to be we all have our own way of how we expect to be communicated with, or how we want others to communicate with us or to us. However, our own expectation in ourselves may sometimes be under false pretenses or concepts when it comes to how you think somebody else is supposed to talk to you. Because how somebody else speak to you will probably be based off what they have experienced, what they have been through, and what they are going through. What we do need to do is find a place in ourselves to where when we are communicating, we ain't bringing the garbage that we don't experience into the communication. Most of us don't communicate or have healthy conversations with ourselves, and more so with the people in our lives. Think about that. Most of us don't have healthy conversations with ourselves to have a healthy conversation with the people of our lives. Now, what are we talking about? What are we really communicating about then? Repeat patterns. Repeat patterns. I'm back on the hamster wheel. Repeat patterns come from repeat programs. And if you're repeating a program, then you're probably getting the same thing. To build things, most times, if not sometimes, you have to tear something down. Something has to be tore down. It's time to change something. But what needs to be tore down so you can implement what needs to be built upon? What needs to change in you to see the changes in your life? Not what needs to change in people. What needs to change in you so you can see the changes in your life that you want to see, regardless of who in your life. If you have everything around you and you're empty inside, do you have everything? If you have everything around you, everything that you would think you want at least, and you're empty inside, do you really have everything? It sounds void to me. Change requires us to look at the things that's been holding us back in order to move forward. Change requires us to look at the things that have been holding us back in order to move forward. So how are you holding you back? Because you meet no one but you. Feel good for no reason at all. Remain true and authentic to the highest version of your authentic self. Stay spiritually protected. We got spiritual gang stalkers out here. We got people. We do have people that be performing in, the crafts in the dark way. We do have people that don't mean us all the highest good in our lives, and they be smiling every day in our face. Stay spiritually charged up. Stay on your dean. Stay on your path. Stay on your walk. It's real. It's real. And it's more real. I love y'all. One family. This is Salvo the God.